Hey, Cheryl, Ling. So, maybe a little goofy, but like I was saying, now this is going to be my saying is I might not be the sharpest hole in the shed. So, obviously the cyber thing is working, got me kind of going when someone said that. Did she just call herself a hole? I said that might not be the sharpest hole in the shed. All right. For all you do not understand exactly how that came about, it's like I was talking with a friend of mine about the idiom, English idiom. Hey, assimilation is not the easiest thing, but I am a patriot, all right? I love my country because I'm adopted, so I have to actually go the extra mile to prove my loyalty. What was I thinking about the Mao, about China, all that jazz with communism, socialism. It's the same thing. It's the same lie, textbook lies. I don't know why people are buying into it. About you got more than a chicken. You better spare it. Basically, they're putting yokes around our necks and try to whip every dollar, every dime out of you. And that's how the communists succeeded in China, by lying to the people, the socialism, like, oh, look at people who have homes and houses and vineyards, and so let's confiscate them all and redistribute it to you. But everybody became poor except for them getting the power and enrichment. So it's happening in California. It's happening in this country, but we got to stop it. It's like cancer. You got to stop the cancer. I don't know why. I like that. Yeah, stop that cancer and the spread of lies. Oh my gosh. So that's how they confiscated. Communists confiscated all your metal pots. I was telling my friend Isaac that. Yes. So if you didn't know, I do a little bit of massage on the side. Now I got to raise some money because, treating the gums aren't cheap. I know that, they say, oh, you can get this and get that, but everything how much does that cost? Yes, I want to get this, I want to get that. Like yesterday I was at this periodontist who has this perio lace supposed to help clean out the gum tissues and goes really deep without really cutting and regenerate gum bone and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, how much does it cost? And I bring out the calculator. I go, oops, okay. When you bring out the calculator and the line item was this long, like your tax bill. I was showing you the tax bill, right? This is how they were so bold that on the tax bill they say your voters indebtedness. Because I called them, I said, wait a minute, there's now 18 items. I don't remember it was that much because the tax bill keep going up. And I thought we have, I'm poor and I stumble onto this place. That's why I got a problem. Right now with concerning of the earth underneath it and solidify. So it's like a parallel. I don't know. God has a sense of humor. I believe he does, with my gum. Like, we have to strengthen the, the foundation. So I believe that maybe Jesus is teaching me a lesson to strengthen the foundation, just like the house, if it's built on, shaky ground, right? It's going to poof, right? Remember, he says that you have to dig deep. It's like, a deep pocket. That's why I said, I don't have that kind of money. And then the dentist said, dig deep. How deep can you go? I don't know why it's funny, but it should not be funny. But my friend Isaac is very gifted, even though he has some kind of reading problem. And I don't know how to say the word dyslexia or something like that. So people are usually more talented in dissecting a situation. I'm talking about my friend Isaac. I mean, someone I actually know. And not that I despise social media, but I realize that if we consume our whole life in social media, like YouTube, and especially like fighting these evil giants behind YouTube, they have $gazillion offshore, so they don't have to pay this high taxes, right? Like they write themselves as yearly salary, like Zuckerberg. Facebook. Maybe a few $100,000, but all the money come from the corporate, and the corporate park the money offshore. So basically, they're not contributing. So why don't we tax them? You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is taxed to death, like you and I, when we don't have money. They add more line items on the tax bill. I talked about it, I believe yesterday. I received a postcard, the LADWP, which is an arm of the government that just stole money from us for years that we didn't know. But somebody woke up EKE, I think it was EKY, EKI versus the LADWP, and they won the settlement, whatever. I don't know how much money I'm going to get, even a gazillion dollars. I probably won't, you know how it is, class action, like you get a postcard. I'm sure you got them before. You just throw them away because you said, how much money am I going to get? You're joking, right? They get millions of dollars, but it goes to the lawyers. But I don't care. I'm glad somebody's suing. So basically, they sue the Water and Power when they send you the bill every month. I mean, because I'm a customer, LADWP. I always I know they're something fishy. They always try to raise the rate and put that tax and all that kind of stuff. And it's always in the name of fire, funds, school, parks, It's all bullshit. I mean, when I go to a park, I still have to pay to get in, to pay to park. And so not that we don't need the service, but what I'm saying is the underneath what's sucking it, but in the name of, you see, you got to know that the serpent is wise. Oh, we got to tax you some more. So there's now more line items. But anyways, the DWP, the LADWP, yes, they might as well be some kind of piss flap. Ooh, I know. All right, so don't condemn me, thou who has not sinned, cast the first stone, okay? So you go, oh, well, you believe in Jesus. How can you say that, piss flap? Well, because we are just like our histories and our life and the expenditure of the past or whatever that we absorbed that impacted our lives, even though that now that I'm washed and I'm saved by the grace of God, the blood of the Lamb, and I challenge Jesus because I believe He's alive. And but we still have to live in the flesh, until I call up to God. So, when you live in the flesh, and you get a little filthy, so to speak. Anyway, I mean, nobody's perfect, okay? I know I have my defects, but thank Jesus. Thank God that He gets the glory, because it shows. I like my hands in the shot like this. I just said this out because I'm trying to read this comment. Okay, oh shoot, no, it just went on. But I couldn't do it from this recording. All right, this is why I'm setting up shop and I have no light. This light is so I don't like it. But it's the only light source I have. Maybe I should turn it. Hold up. So, I know it's a weird shot. Okay, I turned it a little bit, but then that made my hair kind of, poof out. You just have to deal with it, I guess. Anyway, so the LADWP postcards, they stole from us because they embedded some kind of surcharge, because they figure you're not going to read, right? Few dollars, $2 here, $3 there, but you got millions of people. They got millions of dollars every month, and then it's stealing into their reserve. That's how they steal from you. Like I said, the plastic ban or whatever. So I'm grateful for my friend Isaac, because he looked at certain things and he knew exactly how it works. Like, for example, I tried to change my refrigerator water filter. I don't know what it's called. Refrigerator water filter. But then once I pulled that cover out, I could never put it back. I changed the filter, everything according to the instruction. I couldn't put it back. And, okay, so I'm a dum-dum. And I got some smart people. I got other people who are managing apartments and supposed to be handy people. They don't know. Somehow it never fit and it keep falling out. So Isaac, genius, Isaac Valdez. Anyways, one look, he said, oh, okay, it's very simple. Oh, you have to do it this way. You just pull the door open because it was designed or something. It was door closed. I don't know how he just had this gift. So God is good. God is good because he give us different gifts. Like, if we're know all, then we don't need each other, right? So this way, I need other people to show me the path because of my inadequacy, which is fabulous. Okay, at least that light is not in my eyes. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to read this comment. He's really smart. Valdez is very smart. So we were looking at outside where the wall is tottering by the house, or where somebody just sent me a message. I don't know what this is. Ha! Anyways, so yeah, this is weird. Like, you're always bombarded with different things. But the Vegas, okay, so the Vegas comment, somebody said some nice things, thank goodness, but don't call me a Tokyo Rose. Oh, okay, so Mark Smith. I thought I know Mark Smith, but I know it's a common name, Smith. Anyways, so he wrote on my video, I know I got Cheryl Ling, and I said Fujing Ling, because, I kind of want to flaunt that a little bit, that I do speak Chinese, not Tokyo Rose. Do not call me Tokyo Rose. It's very offensive. All right? I'm not a spy. I'm a patriot, and I can prove that because I have a New England Patriot hat. I don't have it right here, right now. But they're playing Sunday night, so I have to, get everything out of the way. So anyways, I was just saying I do a little bit of massage on the side, and because I have to raise money for this. I'm talking about legit, all right, totally legit. Don't I really believe in the power of healing, and the way that we're made. We're supposed to interact with each other in reality. I seriously read that the way God made us, it's really not, if you keep on, Facebook is cyber texting or whatever, I don't know why I push my head like that. It's really not a healthy thing. It's very addicting. And then they study, when I say the researcher, I think Mercola did that research, that you actually generate this addiction, right? I think, what was it, a dopamine. Dopamine is very addicting. Your brain produces dopamine when you're online. But, face-to-face contact is most healthy. So I know it's ironic because I guess you can see me, so that's probably healthy. I don't know. But face-to-face contact, it says it actually make your brain produce serotonin, which is a calming, it's what makes you really happy, not dopamine. Dopamine, it's just like sugar addictions, like boom, 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 give you a little zap, and then you go to a crash. And they say that's why, people are devoted 80% of their time in Facebook or whatever, have a higher suicidal rate, and that's scary. But I just have to read this, and that's the fact. Cheryl. So this, what was I saying? Oh, okay, so Cheryl, with all due respect, you into a creative mind, have you seen somebody's stuff? Donald Trump or gone. Oh, okay, this is a little, I don't know. If this is really important, but I'm gonna read anyways. Art Ashes says that the U.S. Constitution and the illegal Federal Reserve Bank Article 1, Section 8, Clause 5 clearly states that Congress shall have the power to coin money and regulate its use thereof. It does not say a private corporation has that power. The Federal Reserve Bank is a private corporation, and therefore 100% illegal, and FRB is owned lock, stock, and barrel by the Rothschild criminal enterprise. So something I need to look into, not that I have the power. I mean, the power is from God if we are being bandited, like people are robbing us. And it is true, the Federal Reserve, yes, a very suspicious entity because they're now full Obama appointee. The Yellen lady is trying to get another term with Donald Trump because deregulation has brought a sudden booming of prosperity and unemployment rate decrease because people are able to have more freedom to use their brain. Entrepreneurship, it's the way that God created us, so that we can feel good about ourselves, that accomplishment, doing something instead of taking it from the government, you're depressed. And that vicious cycle, but they would prefer that you take a few dollars from the government and keep you oppressed and keep you on drugs and keep you like, oh, well, we just better shut up because we want to get that check from the government. We want the Obamacare. We want other people to pay for this shit that, people have no shame. You have no shame. You ought to it's like, I'm sorry to say that. If you got AIDS, you're taking a pill that's $60 and everybody else has to pay for your mischief. I don't expect people to pay for my mischief, right? I mean, I don't have a glorious past. So I'm not condemning people. I'm just saying, the genital mutilation, do I have to pay for that? Because, I just feel like I should belong to another gender. I mean, this is what's wrong with California. This so-called welfare distribution. I hate to say that. Even my friend was saying yesterday, a very gifted person who has I'm just saying, this is the gift from God. God gives us different gifts. That who has a keen eye to be able to dissect things and immediately point out, if the water is coming from this way where I'm standing, there is the problem. There's an underground problem there. Not to get into the details, but very smart person. But even he said that could not in a mechanic shop get some Mexican to take a $15 hour job. Well, you know what happens? I was saying, I can't get a freaking domestic help, people to help me because like I said, I'm not that organized, and I need someone to help me, clean the windows or whatever, the kitchen, right? Well, okay, great. They used to be able to, they want to do it for $15 an hour, but, with the welfare thing, this is what happens. Like I said, then you get lazy because then the government actually tempts you. I mean, I've seen a letter they sent to my other friend before, like, hey, so you're on this CalMed or whatever, Medi-Cal, but we want you to enroll in the dental care or whatever, but then you have to come and talk to the social worker. So this is making a big move with the government. That's why it's unfunded. That's why they have to steal from you. That's why your tax bill is getting longer and longer. And when I called them, I said, what do you mean there's the line item says voted indebtedness of $82? What is the voted indebtedness? You didn't even say that. So now they're just laughing at you. Because they used to they still pretend, school, unified school, 300. What do you teach? You give them nothing. You give these people that are not here illegally, you give them special tutors. I understand. I know teachers. They say they don't teach them shit. Jack squat. They're just sending their kids there because they were poor. Well, this is the welfare place in Oxnard. They said, they get these so-called cheap labor, but it's a mess because he said that the parents couldn't even cram in 17 kids in the car. They go crammed in together. So they get the cheapest stuff like Costco's or whatever because they're on government payroll. This is like a vicious cycle. So then you have to get more people. That's their justification, right? I mean, I'm talking about even Republicans and corporations. They say, well, want cheap labor. Wait a minute, I heard of that song before. Isn't that like when they say they had the slavery because they want cheap labor because they have to work in the field to pick cottons or whatever? So whatever happened, nobody No, I hate to say that. That wasn't a slavery. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about race aside. That will pick strawberries. No, because it's very simple. It's the guilt trip, the victim. I'm a victim, so send me money, and put me on welfare, housing, Section 8. I drove by one of those housing projects. I mean, it's frightening. I'm scared. I'm not high class, but I'm just like, I can't even live here. It's a rat hole. Okay. I would prefer to live in a raccoon hole like I'm in. Anyways, I'm not the sharpest hole in the shed. If you don't understand it, look it up. Open the shed is a toolbox that you put in your yard. That's called a shed. You can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever. And you put a bunch of tools. It might not be the best one, okay? But that just shows you that you just can't fool everybody. That's like, I'll sharpen, take a dive, you suck. So what was I saying? So the government conspiracy, absolutely. So this Mark Smith said, do. Okay, I didn't understand do, and he said do is DEW, because we're talking about, I gotta straighten out my hair a little bit. I don't want to apologize, but because I could not read it out when I'm trying to do record, so I have to do this. I can't turn around my screen where he says direct energy. Okay, so that's what it is. Thank you. See, I'm learning. You're teaching me something. I'm serious. I'm just like blah, 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 but I'm blah, blah, blahing because of what I've learned. It's like, if you don't learn, again, you're a fool. What the Lord says that my people, it's not just the Gentiles, the people that are believers. They're my people perish because of what? Lack of knowledge. Knowledge is king. Okay, so direct energy weapons. Of course, you want to discern and filter out your knowledge. But it's just like, this is how our minds works. 1 + 1 = 2. You can never say, 1 + 1 = 10,000, right? This is why we have logical thinking, and this Las Vegas things, when you say it doesn't add up, of course it doesn't add up, because there was a script and whoever fumbled the ball, or they're just laughing. They're laughing. I have to get to the this comment. Okay, so that's why he's saying Mark Smith. I don't think it's his real name, but I guess I know a Mark Smith. This is not him. Direct energy weapon was used in the California fires. Also, on 9/11. Have you seen Dr. Judy Wood that do use in California fire? You'll be blown away. All of you Google it. We'll all better wake up and real quick, but wake up real quick. So we got to band together. Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen it. I'm just saying, I'm not a scientist, right? But in Truth by Grace posted a very explicit videos of what's the temperature, what causes it to burn. That's why, people's appliances like your oven and those things, like a real house fire, real, not this phony being set in Northern Cal, Sonoma County, Anaheim Hills, Orange County. Wait a minute, doesn't that coincide right after with Vegas? They shoot up Trump supporters, supposed to be patriotic Republicans, and then they turn around and mock you and say, we want to take away your ability and your rights to defend yourselves. If somebody come with a belt fed machine gun like they did, I mean, I don't know with this ISIS and stuff. It's all in cahoots. Yes, I believe that they empower ISIS, so-called the Black Lives Matter. I mean, when you have that kind of money, George Soros, he's laughing because he made a bet, short option. He sold MGM Grand shares before the Vegas shooting, but then I saw a post that says that's only 1%. He's got so much money everywhere, and strangely, I mean, I was tempted to do, I hate to say that, the so-called the short, so you, like you predict the future. I don't have to pay the money, but today's price, for example, I want to say, if I know something is going to happen to MGM, 10 days from now, so right now, I would say today's price, I'm going to sell 10 days from now, even though today is 30, 10 days from now might be 10. So then I'm selling it, but I don't have to pay it until 10 days from now. I think they give you 90 days. All right. So this is how they make money. So then when I pay them, it's if it's 100 shares, 10 days from now, it's only $1,000, but I already sold it. You see, I sold what I don't have. They have to buy it. It's a put, but I think it's more complicated than that. Of course, these people that really scheme all these things, how do they know the future? That's why they should be in jail right now for insider trading, and so is Jim Moran and these people behind MGM, and they killed a bunch of people. Shumara, this lady wanted to start that. There's a multiple shooter in Vegas. She's suddenly dead. So this, you know, with the pyramid and the script that was written out, I know it's confusing, but they plotted this for a long time. And now with the carrying out immediately after that, the Northern California fire, all of a sudden like 16 different fires all set in one place, and then, you know, set in different places. I mean, one area, and then the Anaheim Hills, Orange County. Come on, this is clearly targeted. And then Jerry Brown all of a sudden declared a state of disaster. They know the game. But I heard that One American News said, yeah, they should be denied. Because they're not going to help the people. The people are scrambling, trying to get insurance, right, to pay for this, or if they're still alive. But I'm just saying is, if you can find out the conspiracy behind it, you can sue them for, you know, I'm just saying to punish them. Because they're laughing. Jerry Brown apply immediately. Oh, any help? $36 billion from the federal government. And there's money is not accounted for. That's going between Cal and Puerto Rico, supposedly, right? Wait, the taxpayer have to foot freaking bill for Puerto Rico. That's not even the United States. It is true. It is true. And when the fucking Democrats want to jump on the ship, then why don't we foot the bill for everybody else in the world, for the Philippines, for Niger, right? I'm just saying, you know, you want to have a pretentious, oh, you have to have a good heart. It's a yoke. Exactly how our founding father that broke that yoke of so-called taxation. They say, piss on this boat of tea, or the Tea Party, or whatever, the goods. All right, that's how the Boston Tea Party. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Instead of like going, okay, fleece us or keep our mouth shut. Just give us our welfare checks and hope the government doesn't go broke and still keep borrowing money so I can still get my freaking, whatever, you know, this unfunded this and that and medical or... Anyways, I'm confused. All right, just too much because... I don't know, everybody's relying upon the government, and that is really exactly going to ensnare you, because if they kill you, then they don't have to pay you. You see what I'm saying? They fleece you, and then they get you on board, and you vote for them, and blah blah blah. So that's why you have euthanasia. That's why California practice euthanasia, and they do. They want to kill as much as what do you call Trump, so-called Trump supporter Republicans, and take away your firearms, and you know, people that were born here, they're treated as enemies of them. So now they're enemies of us the people, and that's why they declare themselves the sanctuary state. So a good point was brought up. If they declare themselves to be a so-called sanctuary state, they broke the federal law, so they are what do you call that, a fugitive, right? I guess if they're against the federal government, which says that you can't harbor illegal people, criminals. They're harboring criminals, and that's very scary for normal folks that who wants to live here, because from every other state they're gonna come in, rush into California. I'm talking about the people here. They're here illegally, like all these terrorist states, right? Whatever, and they gotta ban this guy Watson. This judge keep blocking Trump. I mean, what the hell? This is too much. Somebody get him, like ban him. This Watson guy, Derek Watson in Hawaii. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck to tell us what to do? That we should open our door and let every thieves and everybody that who has a plot, a bomb to kill us, to rampage the streets. I shot some footage when I was on NoHo. I mean, the place is it's shot up in North Hollywood. I was trying to go to a periodontist to check out my teeth, anyways. So that's disgusting. What is this? Sympathy. Oh, okay. I want to go to another comment. So hold on 1 second.